everyone, welcome. Today we have a 45-minute yoga flow class and we'll focus on some twisting. Twisting is said to detoxify the body, so focus on twists today. If you'd like to grab any props, blocks, or whatever you're using in place of blocks, you might choose to use those as we go forward, so just have them nearby. Other than that, we'll get started in child's pose today. And depending on your body, your knees, you might choose to open your knees out wide, more traditional, or you could always take them in closer if that's better for you. And we'll let the hands walk forward, forehead might rest down naturally to the mat. If not, you can always add a pillow or a blanket underneath. And as we go forward today, anytime you want to take a rest, this is a great resting pose, just returning onto the hands and knees, bowing the hips back for this child's pose. You're also always welcome to adjust the practice, modify, or add on as needed. Allow the practice to work for you. And bring awareness to your breathing. Try to relax the belly so that as you breathe in, the belly expands downward towards the mat. As you breathe out, bring in a little bit of core strength, lifting your belly button up towards your spine. Expansive breaths in to let the belly relax. And then as you breathe out, a little bit of strength through the core muscles. If you'd like to bring in your ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath, allow just a slight constriction at the back of your throat. Just enough to hear the air moving in and out. And this breath can help us focus on the present moment, hearing the sound of the breath, feeling the air move in and out. And keep those deep breaths flowing. Let's lift the forehead up just a little bit. Walk your hands to the right side. Find the outside of your mat or even on the floor beside it. Left hand over the right if it's comfortable. And then bow the head back down towards the ground, lengthening the left side of your body. As you breathe in, imagine more space at the left side, rib cage and underarm. One more deep breath here. And then slowly ease back through center. We'll go all the way over to the other side. Maybe hand over hand interlace. Bow the head down, sinking towards the mat. As you breathe in, imagine rib cage expanding. As you breathe out, let your hips sink towards your heels. And your next inhale, lift the forehead up. Come on, back to center. One more breath in your child's pose. Bow the head down. Start to spread your fingers out wide. Next time you inhale, let's move forward to our tabletop position. If your knees are wide right now, take a moment just to guide them back towards center so they're right underneath the hips, joints stacking. We'll inhale, bring our belly down, look out to the front. And then exhale, push into your hands, round out the spine for cat pose. Belly down as you breathe in. Exhale to round the spine. And continue with your breath for a moment here. Movement at our spine. Maybe movement at your hips. If you have the space to take a little sway side to side or front to back, you can always add on. Let's finish up one more round of movement here. One more deep breath. And when you've made it back to center, press your right hand down with strength. Let's inhale, lift our left arm into the air. Big stretch up. As you exhale, slide your left arm under your right shoulder. If it's comfortable, you could ease right down onto the ground, letting your shoulder or head land. An option to stay here with the right hand down. You could lift it up or you could even tuck it behind your back for a bind. Press down through the tops of the feet. And if you did, wrap your right arm back. Let's place that hand back to the ground, back to the mat. Inhale, left hand goes up. One more time, big stretch. Open twist. And then exhale, release. Left hand down to your mat. Other side, let's inhale, right hand reaches up. Big stretch. Good. Exhale, thread it underneath. Option to lower your shoulder or side of head down. And great place to stay right here is perfect. Or you can take your left arm up, even wrap it behind you if you want. And press down equally through both shins, both knees. Deep breathing. Good. If your left hand is lifted, let's replace that palm down to the mat. Inhale, right arm goes up one more time. Big stretch, open twist. Good. And then release back down. Hand comes to the ground. One time, inhale your belly down, look forward. And exhale, hollow out, cat pose. Good. Coming back to center. If you find that you need a little bit less pressure in the wrist, just move your knees forward. A little more pressure, more intense, you can walk your knees back. And then start to grip your hands into the mat like you're trying to pull your fingerprints towards the knuckles of your palms. So those middle knuckles might lift off the ground a little bit as you squeeze in towards center like you're trying to crumple up your mat. Good. Let's release that pressure. Lean back. And one more time like that. Shift forward, squeezing fingerprints towards the palm knuckles, squeezing tight, maybe like little spider hands for a moment. Extra challenge, lift the heel of your hand just barely off of your mat. Squeeze in. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Release that pressure. Let's take our palms face up for a moment. Lengthening through the back of the hand, top of the wrist. Might feel good to curl your fingers in and out a few times, like a fist, and then stretch it out. Good. As you return your palms back down, might feel good to just shake your hands one at a time. Loosen it up. And then we'll spread the fingers back out on our mat. This time downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, let your hips lift into the air. And from here, just allow some movement. Maybe bending and stretching your legs. Giving your head a shake. You can rock your hips a little bit side to side. Another breath or so to even out your motions. We'll eventually find stillness here in our downward facing dog. Bring awareness to your hands and think of pressing into your first finger and your thumb. Really strong through those joints. Relax your head completely to look back at your feet. And gently press your chest towards your thighs. Very nice. Let's round the spine. Inhale, roll forward, chin to chest, all the way out to your plank, eventually lengthening our neck. And then exhale, press it right back to down dog. Good. Again, like that. Slow, smooth roll forward as you breathe in. Very nice. Exhale, up and back. Let's take it one more time like that. Exaggerating the rounded spine to shift forward. Good. Exhale, chest towards thighs. And this time a little different. We'll round it forward to our plank. Nice long neck. Exhale, lower your knees. Untuck your toes. Bend your arms. Come all the way to the floor. Good. This is our baby cobra pose. Feet down. Chest starts to peel up. First one, let's stay for a moment. Bring your shoulders up, down, and back. Imagine your elbows are trying to reach back towards your hips. Press the tops of the feet into the floor and get super light on your hands. Spinal extensor muscles on our back are working here. Last breath in. Exhale, let's step our chin to the mat, release. Good, chew with our breath. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, rolling back down. Good, one more time, lengthen to lift. And then soften to your mat. Tighten your core muscles. Let's press up to our high plank. Deep breath in. Great job. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Good. One more time. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Let's inhale, come up to our tiptoes, tall as you can. Bend your knees. And then tiptoe forward, feet to your hands. Once you've made it there, we'll pause for a moment, put the weight all the way into your feet, and just relax your upper body for ragdoll pose. You could rock a little bit side to side. And sometimes we hold tension in the neck on this one by trying to look forward. Just let that go. Maybe your gaze point turns back between your legs. Soften your jaw. If you are moving right now, start to rock to center. Let's activate our core. Belly button to spine. Roll up slowly. Take your time. I like to keep my knees bent as I rise. And once your head lifts up to the top, you can stretch the legs, lift the shoulders once, and then roll them down and back. Let's stand at the top of our mat, just moving forward if you're not already there. Heels under hips here in mountain pose. And let the shoulder blades draw together behind you, activating the rhomboid muscles. And we'll move with our breath. Inhale, take your arms up towards the ceiling, big stretch. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the waist. Knees might bend. That's fine. For your halfway lift, get really long. Hands might trace up your legs. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take our hands down. Step both feet back. Find your high plank. Good. Deep breath in here. Exhale, we'll take our knees down. Bend the arms right by the sides to lower. One baby cobra. Inhale, gently peeling up. Good. Exhale, release back down. Prepare for your plank. Let's take it here with our inhale. Press up like a push-up. Good. Exhale, up and back. Down dog. 2 deep breaths. And when you've completed those breaths, come back up to your tiptoes. Let's take a bend at the knees. Bend and stretch. If this feels really challenging, take a little step closer to your hands, maybe 6 inches closer, and try the same movement there. And then look forward to your hands. Your choice. You could step forward, you could walk forward, or you could take a little hop. Feet coming forward, eventually to our hands. Good. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand up, reach up, flat back this time, all the way to the top. And then exhale, palms together at center. Standing tall for 1 breath in and a deep breath out. Very good. Let's move. Inhale, arms up, big stretch. Exhale, forward fold, bowing down. Find your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Let's step back to our plank. And this time it's your choice. You could stick with that flow we took last time, or more challenging, we'll keep the knees up if you'd like. You could shift forward a little bit. This one's called chaturanga. We lower just halfway down. Flip to the tops of the feet, moving into upward facing dog. And then exhale brings us all back to down dog. Nice job. Deep breath in. Strong breath out. Create more space from your wrists all the way up to your hips, as if the two are pulling apart. And when you feel ready, come on up to your tiptoes. Maybe find some buoyancy in the legs. Look forward, right where you want to land. See that space, and then your choice. Walk, step, or take your hop. Feet forward to the hands. Good. Halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. And big stretch up to the top. Arms rise. Maybe look up. Good. Exhale, palms together at center. 1 breath to refocus. Good. And then inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, really strong core, hinging forward at the waist. A little different this time. Let's inhale to our halfway lift. Exhale, we'll take our fingers down, step just your right foot back, just like you would for a plank, so pretty big step or a couple little steps. This time we'll take that knee onto the floor and untuck our toes. Your choice, you could stay right here, or you could take your arms into the air, Anjaneyasana. And if this is uncomfortable for your right knee, you could either add cushion or you could take some weight into your hands. Full deep breathing. And if you did add a little bit of a back bend, let's reach the hands straight up towards the ceiling. Pull your core muscles in, and as you exhale, turn towards your left side. If this one gets a little wobbly, just take your left foot a little wider to the outside, really stretching out through the arms. And more challenging, you could look at your back hand. If your hand is down to the ground right now, you could be right here in this version of the twist if you're choosing to take some weight out of your knee. If you are upright like me right now, let's flip our right palm and reach that arm higher. Left arm can relax down wherever it naturally lands, on the hip, on the leg. Good. One more in-breath here. Exhale, let's take our hands both back down to the ground, framing this front foot. Tuck your right toes under. Let's lift that knee off the ground and then stretch your left leg up and back behind you. Big stretch up. Just move that leg around here for a moment in your three-legged down dog. Move the ankle or the knee, even the hip. Good. Look forward towards your hands. Let's step our left foot forward once again, right back where it was a second ago. If it doesn't step quite there, just help it out with your hand. And this time, your choice. You could soften the knee or a little more active, keep your knee elevated. Let's take it back up to our high lunge. Shoulders soften. And pressing into the feet. Let the shoulders relax down and back. Strong breath. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, turn and twist towards your left, just like we did with the knee down to the ground. Arms open out really wide. And sometimes we tend to lean forward for this one. If you notice that happen, try to reach back through your left hand. Good. Let's flip our right palm. Inhale, reverse it. Hand could come to your hip or left hand to right thigh behind you. Lengthening and opening at the front side of our body. Good. Last deep breath in here. Exhale, let's take our right hand down to the mat, or you could always add a block underneath. Stretch your left arm high to the sky and let your left hip pull in towards center line. Great job. Make sure your right handprint is really strong here. Lower the outside of your right foot down so your toes will point towards the left. Let's take a little step back. You could even guide your foot with your hand so it's in front of you. Option to stay here or a little extra challenge for our side body. Side abdominals, you could step all the way back to your side plank. Great job. Lift the hips, deep breath in. Exhale, we'll land in our plank pose. If you'd like to add your flow, you can do so now. If you'd like to skip it, down dog or child's pose will meet you there. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lift. And we'll all meet up in down dog. Full breath in. Let it go. One more. Release. Good. Inhale, rise up to your tiptoes. Exhale, prepare, and then move your feet forward to your hands. Walk, step, or hop. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, deeper fold. Good. Rise all the way up to the top. Big stretch arms, lifting up. And then exhale, palms together for a moment. Find stillness. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Back in motion. Inhale the arms back up overhead. Exhale, we'll take our forward bend. Hinge down. Good. Halfway lift, get long. Forward fold. Release the fingers down. Let's step our left foot back this time. And we're trying to aim just as long as we would for our plank pose. Finding this low lunge. Soften your back knee down. Untuck the toes. And then your choice. Stay here for less pressure. Or if you're comfortable lifting up, Anjaneyasana. strong breathing. Let's soften the shoulders. And if you did take a bit of a lean back, start to neutralize. Nice long spine, like you're stretching straight up for the sky. Deeper breath in. As you exhale, we'll turn towards our right leg. Front leg, open the arms out wide. Big stretch out. If it gets a little too tippy, just move that front foot wider. Extra challenge. You can look back at your hand behind you. And then flip your left palm, turn it face up. Inhale, we'll reverse. Right hand can come on your hip or reach back for your thigh. Leaning back as if you can stretch the whole front side of your body, maybe especially through the front of the left hip. This might feel intense. Try to keep your breath really smooth. Good. One more inhale to reach up through that hand. And exhale, we'll take both hands down to the ground. Nice strong handprints. Tuck your back toes under. Lift the left knee up off the ground, and let's stretch our right foot back up towards the sky. Make some movements here. You could circle your foot, bend your knee, or circle the whole leg around to create some motion at your hip. Good. Let's stretch that leg high to the sky. Look forward as you inhale. Exhale, we'll step our foot right back where it started, out in front of us. Right foot towards the hand. And again, if it doesn't step there, just help it there. So we have this nice deep bend in our front knee. We're aiming for knee over our heel. And then your choice, take the back knee down or just stand up as you are, more active in our high lunge. Shoulders down and back. Your gaze point here could be forward or even up a little bit. Deep breath in. Exhale, let's turn and twist towards our right leg, opening the arms out. And if you notice you leaned forward, even that out. That might mean your back knee bends a little bit to help really stretch up through the spine. More challenging, look back. If it's too wobbly, widen your base. Good. Let's flip our left palm reverse. Right hand could come to your hip or even deeper towards the back of your left leg. That feeling of openness and space at the front body. Focused breath, focused gaze. Good. Deeper breath in here. As you exhale, slow motion, lean forward. Left hand down, right hand up, and hips usually sway to the right, so pull them back towards center line. Good. Let's make our left handprint really strong, preparing for our side plank variation. Turn the back foot first, your left foot, and then right foot could either come in front of you. This will be a little more supportive, or it could step all the way back to your side plank variations as needed. Lift the hips into the air, stretch up. Last breath in. And then exhale, release. Take your hands down. If you want your flow, maybe you're exhaling to bend. Inhaling to lift. And exhaling to press back. Good. We'll pause here for a few breaths. Option 2, lower down to your child's pose for a moment. Somewhere where you feel like you could reset the breath. Reset your focus. Take one more breath where you are. And then we'll slowly return to our downward facing dog pose. And this time let's let our big toes touch together behind us so the feet are in a little bit more narrow than earlier. Your head relaxed so you can see your feet behind you. And focus on hand strength, pressing into first fingers and thumbs. Next breath in, let's take our right leg up into the air. Turn your toes out to the right side so you have a sideways foot in the air. Option 1, just hold right here. Option 2, you can bend your knee. Try to see the foot over your left shoulder. And if you can see the foot, you're set up really well to move into your flip dog. We would lean forward, Shift over to our left side and slowly let the right foot step down behind us. If you took that flip, let's push away from the ground. Let the hips lift a little higher. Great job. Look down at the mat. If you're upside down, we'll flip it back over. Right hand returns. Let's all stretch our right leg up higher with the inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Take a big step forward. Bring your right foot all the way to your hand. Lower your back heel. Warrior two. Let's open it up. Maybe you're resetting your breath. Notice your body in space. We're aiming for our right knee to be exactly over our heel. If you need a break, just stretch that leg out for a moment. Arms are stretching apart and shoulders directly over our hips here. Good. We'll breathe in, stretch the legs, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, open the arms back to warrior two. With our breath, inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, open out. Good. 3 more with our breath. Imagine your hands have to press something down. Strong arms when you open. And we'll land back in warrior two. This time let's inhale, stretch the front leg out. Bring your back foot in just a little bit so left foot's inching forward for triangle pose. Palms to the left, deep breath in, find strength in your core. Deep breath out, we'll just tip ourselves forward, right hand's coming down towards the leg or a block. Left arm stretching high to the sky. And focus on lengthening underside of your torso. I like to keep just a slight micro bend in the front knee here. That will keep the knee joint active, a little more supported. Gaze could be up to the side or down. With our next inhale, let your left arm reach up over your head towards the top of the mat. And with the exhale, we'll let it circle down between the 2 feet. Now turn your right foot towards the side of your mat so you have both feet facing the side here. Let's inhale, halfway lift in this wide-legged fold. Good. Exhale, bow a little deeper. Once more like that, halfway lift. And fold down. Good. Pausing for a moment at the bottom, you could hold onto your legs, onto the mat, or grab some blocks under the hands. Any variations you might want to add in here. Let your breath be strong. And we'll slowly bring our hands under the shoulders, starting to lengthen our spine back out. And our goal here in this halfway lift is that we're so light on the hands that we really don't even need them to touch down. So leg strength, core strength. Your next breath in, let's stand all the way up, reach the arms overhead. And then bend right back into your warrior two. Just like before, bend your right knee, open your arms out wide. Let's inhale, reverse that warrior up and back. And then exhale, take your hands down to your mat. Your choice, straight to down dog or add your flow here. If you're flowing, just move with your breath. Full breath in. Maybe an open mouth exhale. One more time. Head, neck, and jaw all relax. Find strength in your handprints and step your big toes all the way together to touch. Let's take our left leg up with the inhale, big stretch. Turn the toes out. Option 1, just stay right here. Option 2, a little deeper, we'll bend our knee, look over our right shoulder. And option 3, maybe you're leaning forward, leaning into your right hand so you can take a step down to the ground. Then lift the hips here for flip dog. Good. If you took that flip, let's look at the mat. Left hand returns right back where it started. Inhale, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, strong core, step forward, maybe assisting the foot. Good, back heel goes down for warrior two, open it up. Maybe reset the breath. In a moment, just be aware of your body in space, knee over heel, unless you're choosing to pause with a straight leg. Arms wide, upper body stacked. Notice the sensation of your feet pressing into the floor. And we'll add our movement as you inhale, stretch it up, long legs. As you exhale, sink back into your strongest warrior two. Good, inhale, rising up. Imagine you're pushing something down with your arms. Good, let's do 3 with our breath like this, 3 more. Your pace of movement on these, following your breath. And we'll land back in warrior two. This time we'll inhale to stretch our front leg, shorter stance for triangle, so bring your back foot in a little bit. Good, find core strength, palms to your right side, inhale. Exhale, we'll lean forward, maintaining that length we just set up. Left arm relaxes, right arm expands upward. And since we're lengthening our spine, think both sides of the torso stretching towards the front of your mat. These can be anywhere that's comfortable. And maybe finding that micro bend in your left knee, especially if you notice that you tend to lock that joint back. If you're noticing sensation, breathe a little deeper. Good, next inhale, let's take our top arm up and over like we're reaching towards the top of the mat. Exhale, circle it down in front of us, let it land in between the feet. Use that to pivot, turn to your wide-legged fold. We'll inhale, find a halfway lift. Good, exhale, deeper fold. Once more, core strength to bring you up. Good, exhale, bow it down. Option to take a variation on your own. Otherwise, if you'd like a little movement, nice long spine, let's lean the weight over to our right foot. Good, back up through center. Other side. And if you're feeling good here with the feet down, you could stay. Otherwise, maybe Skandasana, letting heels or toes lift to bring your hips a little lower to the ground. Just another variation you can try out if you'd like it. And if you're moving right now, start to even out your movements. Equal on both sides. When you feel you're even, we'll return back to our wide-legged fold. Find your halfway lift getting so light that you don't even need the hands down. And then we'll use our inhale to stretch back up. Take your time. Exhale, warrior two, right back where we started. Left knee bending. Good. Inhale, reverse it, up and back. And exhale to release. Hands come down to frame your foot. Take your flow one more if you want it. Otherwise, you can meet us in down dog. Full deep breathing here. Allow the head to relax. Let's look forward towards our left hand. Shift forward towards a plank and bring your left knee to your left elbow. Move that knee a little wider to the side and then step it as close as you can to the hand. Just wiggle it the rest of the way so it's outside the hand. The toes kind of angle out to the side. Option to take your back knee down to the ground here. And you can always take it lower to the elbows if that feels good. You could add more space by putting blocks or books under your hands. Let's focus on softening anywhere you're feeling tension. Relax those areas. Nice deep breathing. And you're welcome to stay right here if this is enough for you today. A couple variations we could add on to create a twist here in our lizard. Option 1, left palm to left thigh. We're just pushing that thigh, pushing into the thigh to help twist our body. A little deeper, you could reach back, look back. And if your right knee allows, you could bend that leg, reach back towards your foot or maybe to your foot. Totally optional to add the spine here. Listen to your body. Deepen your breath. Good. We'll slowly release. Use an exhale gently as you can. And we'll take it right to down dog. You're always welcome to go through tabletop first. Hands and knees, reset there. Back to down dog. Any movement that might help you reset. And then look forward at your right wrist. We'll shift forward like a plank, right knee, right elbow. Open it to the side, step the foot far as it goes, and then help it the rest of the way. Option 2, put your back knee down, left knee down. And you could hang out right here. You could come higher to blocks. You could go lower to the elbows. Deep breathing. And try to relax as much as you can here. If you'd like to add the twist, we'll turn to our right thigh. Maybe hand comes onto your thigh. That's a great way to help twist the chest. Gentle pressure, hand to thigh to turn your body. Maybe slight engagement of the core. Deeper option, you could stretch your arm back, look back. If your left knee is comfortable taking a bend, maybe you're reaching towards the foot. If the foot is there for your hand to hold, that's another variation you could try. Deep breathing. Let's stay for one more breath. And let the release be as smooth and slow as you can. We'll meet in down dog. You're more than welcome to move through tabletop first. Maybe shake it out. And from your tabletop or your down dog, let's move our feet to our hands and take a seat right down onto the ground. We'll come onto our back, just one round of back bending today. I'll offer a bridge pose. If you want to add your wheel pose in on your own, that's totally fine as well. So we'll come onto our backs for bridge pose. We're bending our knees, bringing the backs of the calves towards the backs of the thighs. Heels are on the floor near our hips. Start to push your arms down by your side. Let's look straight up to the sky and keep that gaze point. Press your low back into the floor so your core muscles feel strong, and then push down to lift your hips. As you lift up, feel your mid-back starting to peel off the ground, and then press into hands, palms, maybe sides of hands depending where you are, shoulders. If your big toes started to roll up off the mat, press them back down. Feeling of your heels pressing both down and almost a little forward. That might help take your chest up towards your chin. Let your breath be as smooth as you can here. Back body strong here. Front body opening, lengthening. You're welcome to stay for longer. When you feel complete, think of rolling down from your upper back first, then your mid back, slow motion, round it out, low back. Eventually hips and tailbone relax. Keep your feet down. Let's just rock the knees side to side. Maybe rock the head side to side. Good. And we'll come to stillness at the top for a moment. Take both feet out a little wider to the sides, away from each other. 2 knees come in towards the center line, maybe touching together. Maybe eyes closed. Let the low back be heavy. Maybe the breath can deepen. Good. Gently separate your knees. Walk your feet just a little closer together. And then we'll take our feet into the air for a moment. Knees can be bent enough to let the legs feel fairly relaxed. Maybe some movement at the ankles. I like to lift my arms as well. You can move your arms if they're up. Might even feel good just to give everything a big shake for a moment. Shake the legs, shake the arms. One more in-breath. Exhale, let's bring our knees out by your shoulders. For happy baby pose, you can hold your thighs, your shins, or all the way up to the feet, drawing the knees out. Might feel good to rock side to side. And then rock to center. Can release hold of your feet. Take a hold of your right leg. Anywhere that feels good, bend the knee, and then stretch your left leg out so it's long on the mat. As you hug your right knee in, maybe a little compression at the front of the right hip, our hip flexor muscles. Let your right hip crease pull forward towards your left heel. Good. One more deep breath in. Exhale, relax that grip. Keep your knee towards your chest. We'll take our left arm across, holding onto the right thigh. Move that leg over to your left. And then right arm, and maybe your gaze go out to your right. Soften the belly and breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale, look up, roll back to center, and both knees into your chest. Just rock a little side to side to help readjust your pelvis, back to center. And then we'll hug around our left leg, behind or in front of the shin is fine. Lower your right leg down, right leg relaxed. And then squeeze the left knee in, creating compression. And imagine your left hip crease is pulling forward towards your right heel. Deep breathing. One more breath. Good. Keep the knee in, but soften, loosen the grip. Right arm comes across. Let's move our left knee to the right, and our left arm, maybe our gaze to our left. Letting the belly expand as we breathe. One more deep breath. Inhale to look up. Exhale, come onto your back. 2 knees to your chest. Just give yourself that side to side rock. Try to even out your hips. And if there's any extra movement you want to add here, feel free to take that now. When you feel complete, we'll stretch out to our Shavasana. That's our corpse pose. Lying onto our backs. Traditionally, we have the legs straight and the arms by the sides. However, if that is not comfortable for you, please adjust your body to a more comfortable position. Our main goal here is to let the body fully soften. So finding a position that we're able to do that. And since we're softening the body, let go of any controlled breathing. Just allowing the natural flow of the breath. Release any control of your core muscles, letting them relax for now, so that the belly can really expand with the breath in. Making space to fill the lungs. Bring awareness to your face. Relax your eyelids, your eyebrows. Allow your jaw to soften. Lower teeth separate from the upper teeth. Imagine all the muscles of the face relax. Muscles feeling loose. With the loose muscles, imagine a feeling of calm and content seeps into your face. Allow that feeling to grow stronger with each breath. And imagine that feeling of content and calm has grown so strong that it's seeping into the back of your head, your scalp, filling your neck, traveling down into the shoulders, down your arms, past the elbows, to the wrists and the hands, arms feeling a little bit heavier. Imagine that feeling of calm and content starts to fill into the chest and upper back, seeping into the entire rib cage, into the abdomen, so the whole upper body is feeling content, relaxed, and calm. And then imagine that feeling seeps down into the pelvis, past your hips, tracing down the legs to the knees, shins and calves, all the way to the feet and the toes. Imagine your whole body is filled with that feeling of calm, feeling of content in the moment, feeling of serenity. Imagine that feeling grows so strong in your body that it's starting to radiate out from your body, filling the space around you with that calm, content, serene feeling. And imagine that feeling can shine out to anyone nearby. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out to introduce some little movements. Maybe a big full body stretch, taking the arms back behind you. When you're feeling ready, you can use an exhale to bring your knees towards your chest, maybe even rolling to a fetal position on your side. And take your time rising up to any comfortable seat where you can find length through your spine. We'll finish with 2 cleansing breaths. That's the breath in through the nose, big breath out through the mouth. And find your tall spine. Let's take our arms up as we breathe in. Open mouth, release. Good. Even deeper breath. Inhale. Let it all go. Thank you so much, all of you, for practicing with me today, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Great work, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope to see you all soon. Bye.